Oh,
don't talk about it.
Well, I'm trying to hit the damn buttons and it's not working right.
Ball sack.
Oh no.
We have to start it all over again now.
Come on.
No.
No. I am fire noise.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? And welcome to this week's episode 225 of the STS Guys. I am Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
I'm like,
And I'm Scott.
And we are the STS Guys, a weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. What is going on this week, guys?
I'm awake and here.
Whoa.
That is a huge plus.
Big win.
It happens, man. It's late. I get it. So yeah,
It's
I
late
think
for
Mike's.
us.
I think it's been a month for Mike,
Mhm.
but it's been a week for us.
It's been a week.
Whatever,
has been
2
a
weeks because we skipped last week
Yeah.
for reasons. Whatever, bi-weekly.
We're
Yeah,
just
screw you, Apple.
We're just leaning into that bi-weekly thing now.
It's all right.
Jeremy, what are you eating?
Peanuts.
You got to answer faster than that.
Jolly Rancher Chewy.
Nice.
All right.
Needed something a little sweet.
You gotta get some
Solid,
sugar to go get through the day.
solid evening snack.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything that they bought?
Oh, I
They're
do.
in my car.
Ooh,
I got,
bodies.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got
A random dead guy.
those Cars Lightning McQueen Crocs that light up when you walk.
Oh, I saw you. I
What-
saw
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa.
tweeted that out.
It's both Jeremy and I. Stop.
Wait, they have light up adult shoes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you had to
fucking
win
A.
a raffle to get them. They
Oh,
they
that
shoe
is-
raffled them.
Cool.
They light up when
Yeah,
you walk,
like-
dudes.
Yeah.
They
Not
are
only
sick.
right, light up adult shoes
Mhm.
that look like Lightning McQueen from Cars.
They're Lightning McQueen light up Crocs.
Yeah,
they
they're
are
quite
my
amazing.
favorite thing I own. I refuse to wear them outside because I don't want to destroy them.
Picture on the
Yeah.
screen.
Sold
now.
out.
The Lightning McQueen Crocs.
It's pretty cool.
For the love of God, I'm like, if they come out,
I'm losing it here.
if they come out with some Marvel light up shoes, I am.
They got
all over that
they got
shit.
Marvel gibbets.
What the fuck is a gibbet?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Gibbets are decorations that go in the croc holes.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
That sounds way dirtier than
Yeah.
you put your gibbet
some
in my
decorations
hole.
in the croc hole. Like, you put your gibbet in my croc hole.
They got some new 7-Eleven ones
Jesus.
coming out too. Search
Ooh.
for them. 7-Eleven in the search box.
7-Eleven gibbets or Crocs?
Crocs with gibbets. It's a whole
Oh.
thing.
Oh, okay. Like a combo.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they sell Croc socks.
Well,
too.
it's crocs.com. You don't have to put Crocs.
I realize that now. But there's your 7-Elevens.
Hell yeah.
Look at-
Oh,
look
the
at-
ones I wanted, I forgot about the drawing. Fuck. The next ones.
Okay, so here's the question I have. So I'm sorry for anybody that comes out here. What the fuck is with the soles on these things?
Oh man, they're super comfy.
They look like
Really?
corrective shoes.
They do look like
They are.
kind
They're
of
They
correct.
look like the shoes when someone's like, "I need to gain 4
Yeah.
inches to impress
Yes.
this lady."
Oh,
So
they're
they make
so-
it the platform shoes
Or
They're
something
platform shoes.
or something my grandpa would wear.
Yeah,
Click on them.
They're old man shoes. But
Yeah,
I love the
they're comfy.
colorways.
There's
right?
no-
There's
There's
no
no-
seven. Scroll down a smidge. Keep. Oh, there's the video.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at
and
those.
there's
Was
your
that like a-
giblets or whatever it is.
They're
Is that a-
gibbets.
Gibbets.
Flip flop?
Yeah, they're well. It's a
Sandal?
slide.
Yeah, slide. Yeah.
So, yep.
Interesting.
So cool. So cool.
No, I'm gonna.
Y'all have Crocs?
I do not.
I do
I am proud to say that I don't have a pair of Crocs.
Y'all are missing out.
Nope.
I have. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No.
This is the part of the
All right.
podcast where Mike goes and gets his Crocs.
I guess, yeah.
No.
Oh, by the
I
way, episode name. Put your
Giblets
giblets in my croc holes.
Uh,
These are my Croc boots.
oh wow. Okay.
They
I
are
didn't-
winter
wait.
shoes that are fleece lined.
Yeah.
but they're Crocs.
Well, okay, but here's okay. I'm sure there's an answer. If they're winter boots, fleece lined,
Mhm.
why did they leave the holes in the?
Because they got to look like Crocs. They got to
Well,
let people know that I'm awesome.
Well, but are the holes really holes or are they lined?
They're
They're
lined.
lined on the inside.
So
yeah,
they're
like so
basically
stuff can't get inside,
blocked.
right?
Stuff
Like
can't get
snow
in.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of my point is why did they fucking leave them on there then?
For style, baby.
Because
But that
that's
looks
how you.
I got to drip.
No,
Hey.
no,
Hey,
I can't. Jeremy, I know you're with me.
I-
Galactic Brat doesn't know what she's missing.
Yeah.
Galactic
no.
Brat. Thank you.
Yes.
Here's
no,
what
it is
happens.
now-
You get a pair of Crocs
at
just to
least
wear
3
around the
against 2.
house.
Your team no croc.
Team No Croc.
Team
You
no croc.
just-
Team no
You're
Croc.
just
I'm on your
wearing them
side.
around the house to get, they're like, oh, well, this would be comfortable to do housework in. They're easy to throw on. And then the next, you're wearing them and you're like, ah, shit, I got to go.
Dude,
grocery
you know what is just as easy for that? Is go get a pair of like moccasins
How are these
could
any
do-
different?
because they at least look like I'm not at an.
Are you trying to impress? Aren't all
What?
3 of you married?
Like,
I
Who are you
also,
trying to
don't, I
impress?
also don't want people to think I am a man child, but I don't want to necessarily broadcast that 100% of the way of like.
well,
You're
like,
telling me if you got those Lightning McQueen Crocs, you wouldn't wear them?
Nope.
I'd rather wear Lightning
lying.
McQueen Crocs than a pair of moccasins.
No.
Yeah,
wrong.
100%.
You are wrong.
Do you know
Those
what
are how
moccasins say to me? Old man.
And I'm
You know what
okay with
Crocs
that.
should say to me? Cool guy.
No, Crocs
doesn't
say, Crocs say you've given up on life.
What the
You
crap?
want no one to like you.
Nah, they're so cool.
Oh, Scott.
wait, hey, here's the thing though. Like, aren't Crocs like said the previously fat guy shoes? Like, and so technically, you're not a fat guy anymore.
I'm still pretty fat.
Not.
Look
Okay,
at this.
those are not moccasins. Those are slippers.
What
Those
is
got
this?
weenies on them.
I mean, I do appreciate these, but those are slippers.
Okay, I wear the shit out of those though.
I would wear the shit out of these. You know what I
Those
do
are
wear? in
Crocs are better than
wintertime?
Crocs.
Crocs over Crocs every day.
Apparently.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would wear those dick shoes before I put on a pair of Crocs.
No, that's
I would proudly wear the dick shoes.
that's the episode name. Is the Dick Shoes.
They're not a joke anymore. They're cool.
Okay, so well here. Here, I'm sharing my screen right now. This is false advertising. Like this is completely false advertising, right? Because I'm looking at the site. I'm looking at the site. Like
There you
oh hey, there's this adult back here. Hey, you can look at DC and Marvel shoes. Okay, let me look at
Yeah.
the Marvel. Let me look at the Marvel shoes.
Yeah, what
Oh.
they got?
Let me see what they got.
They're probably gibbets. Yeah,
no,
they're the
there's
gibbets.
just gibbets and just kids shoes. Where the fuck are my Marvel shoes?
They'll get there.
Oh,
Look, if they got a Deadpool gibbet, a Spider-Man gibbet.
Yeah, so you know what I can do? Put little chunks of plastic on my fucking shoes. No, I'm
Yeah.
over this.
Do you know what
No.
they have on Amazon that I have ordered, but they're so popular they're on backstock until the end of next month? Lights
cool.
that you could put in the holes, so
Oh,
that when
okay.
you're walking around, you got lights, baby. You can see where you're going. Nothing but bright future ahead when you're wearing Crocs.
That's cool.
No,
I feel like if they made these Spider-Man ones in adult sizes, Jeremy would be in.
I don't know. Let's. well,
It's a little
No.
kitty design. But...
Have you seen the alligator Loki Crocs that somebody made, but they didn't actually make them?
Oh, like from that episode, right? Where with the. What
Let me
is
see if
that?
I can find it.
awful.
yeah,
tie-dye.
none of these look appealing at all.
I think that's
like,
the
Like
these are
the,
not-
the only thing that looks like semi, like said decent,
Is that-
these.
And that's kind of what most of my moccasins look like,
Yeah,
right? They're just fur lined.
yeah.
I
I'd
had
rock
no
these.
idea you had moccasins.
Oh, dude, I wear but
Moccasins are
they,
worse.
they look like this, but they have
You think-
little, like a lining of fur in them.
You
Right,
think
no
you know
leather.
somebody?
Oh, dude, I
Here,
wear
I'm
them
gonna
all
share-
over. Jeremy can attest. I wear them to the store. Like,
Everywhere. Got it. Your coffee runs.
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, the
no.
carrots ones look dope.
What?
These. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not.
See,
doing
here's
it.
the thing: is you telling me they look dope is
Yeah,
not
so
is
cool.
not a convincing enough. It looks so cool is not a convincing enough argument for
Fine.
me. I'm out.
Here,
Like,
I'm
Well,
sure there's Doctor Who gibbets.
I'd wear. I said I'd rock
Sure.
the flops too. Like just because I said I
Yeah.
do like.
They
I
look
do
fine.
like. I do
they're
like
flip flops though.
like a
those,
flop.
those are
Yeah.
flip flops, but the
But-
actual Crocs.
They also make Crocs
Crocs.
that don't look like Crocs, but they're not as cool.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
the
They
only
make
way I would
Crocs
wear
that
them.
look like
Yeah.
old man moccasins.
I
If
would
you
wear
wanna-
those. I'm not saying I would.
Here, click the loafers button.
Yeah,
But if you're gonna-
Let me just hold the loafer up.
Where's
Scroll
the
up.
books?
Yeah,
If you're gonna wear Crocs, you want them to look like Crocs so people know
Yeah,
you're
I'm not
wearing
gonna
Crocs.
buy
I'm pointing at the screen. I know you can't see me. There's one that says loafers to the left.
style to the left
Oh,
loafers.
okay. Loafers. Okay.
Oh,
Nope.
No, those are reviews. You got to scroll up a smidge. There we
you
go. There's the loafers.
$60 Croc loafers.
Well, they got some on sale.
60
Yeah.
bucks.
$60. You know, and I can get for the same shoe.
I just bought
on
a pair
Amazon?
I bought a pair of DC shoes for $15.
Yeah, but they're not Crocs.
Yeah, because they're fucking DCs and they're better.
Yeah,
are
Galactic Black brings up
DCs?
this is the perfect thing. They look like something you're given an institution. Yeah, when you
Yeah,
go to
what's wrong with
the
that?
when you go to the nut house, they're like,
I don't see
here,
a problem.
here's your pair of Crocs because you clearly cannot do anything dangerous in a pair of Crocs.
You're just jealous.
I'm not jealous at all. I absolutely despise Crocs.
You're just bummed that you didn't get the Lightning McQueen Crocs that
I'm
light up when you walk.
I think I was actually better
Oh,
off
no.
and happier as a human being before I knew the Lightning McQueen
Right.
Crocs existed.
Listen, the resale
better off.
value on
That's
those Lightning
lit-
McQueen Crocs are pretty high right now.
I would imagine.
there you go.
Like it's the
fourth
first
one
thing that
down.
pops up.
Yeah. there
Well,
you
yeah,
go.
because Lightning. Oh, it's not that much resale value.
You could buy them now for 125.
Yeah.
Give it time.
That's-
Give it
that's
time.
double. Right, and supply is
Look, 70
maybe-
with bids.
Yeah, there's a lot of supply right
96
now.
with bids, 107 with bids. And 2 days left, forget about it.
140. Buy it now.
This is,
You-
I mean, it depends on the size too, right? So maybe I bet the more desirable sizes are
Yep,
going for
look,
more.
size 13. That's what I got because I got big feet.
Yeah.
So really,
size
what
14,
you're
son. You know what they
saying-
say about mine with big feet? Whoa.
Ka-chow.
so good chow. What you're saying is we talk about all these other divisions in the world, right? And the real division that we need to be exceedingly aware of is the people who think Crocs are stupid and should never exist, and everyone else that's wrong.
Well, I mean, even if I don't want to wear them,
Cool.
like I respect people's rights to wear Crocs. Like I feel like they.
Oh, if
they
you want to
should
wear
exist.
Crocs, by all
Like,
means,
that's
wear the
your
Crocs.
choice. Be happy. Wear your.
But don't tell me they look
wear your
cool.
Crocs.
They do look cool. They make you look like you don't care. And that's
That's
the coolest
always
thing of all.
cool. That's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly. That's the definition.
Hey,
Of cool.
This guy's wearing something so
metal.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's metal.
That's
Yeah.
metal.
Crocs.
Jesus.
Pretty cool, man.
Oh.
I you know, Galactic Brag brought it up, but like, I was, they almost go out of business for a while because people weren't buying them back when they first came out like 10 years ago.
They're
Like,
they're real in the nursing. Like a lot of nurses
Yeah.
wear them.
yeah.
And they're heroes, so you can't
Look, I
can't-
get the reason why, because most of them have the anti-slip bottom thing, right? So which you need is like in certain
Well,
places.
and they're made out of foam, so you're not wearing cloths.
They're
so that way,
really
you know,
light.
if someone takes a piss or shit or like pukes on you,
Blood,
like, you
right?
can-
Yeah, you can
Bodily
clean 'em
fluids
up.
are easily cleaned out of Crocs, right? Rubber shoes
exactly.
they're
tend to
super
have some-
light, they're comfortable,
I get
they last
people
forever.
that use them for a utilitarian purpose.
I can only imagine though. Like I said, well, especially I said in the warmer environments, these gotta fucking smell beyond all imagination.
Oh.
No, they're plastic. You can't get a smell in them.
Does it absorb?
It's got to absorb. I'm like,
It doesn't. I've had these I've had
I'm
my one
calling.
pair of
I'm
Croc
calling,
for like
I'm
4
calling
years.
BS on that. Just 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
You and Philly, like, come to Texas and run around with them damn things.
Mine don't
for-
stink. There's holes in them.
Wait, what'd you say, Scott? Come to Texas?
Yeehaw!
I got you. I got you.
Oh, good lord.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
bad.
I can't do the Crocs.
I'll send you a
ever.
pair.
No. I will literally burn them.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
out
Oh,
of
they're
spite.
you can't because they're plastic.
All right, Galactic
I'll
Bird brings
melt
up, hey,
them.
your feet might not. Yeah, I said they might not muscle, but your feet will.
Oh, we didn't
100%.
talk about feet. We talked about the shoe themselves, right?
There has to be some transference, though. Like, come on.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I have plastic flops, and there's even a
And
pair
they
of those.
sometimes you
and-
get
well, and
a
here's
good whiff
there's
of those
There's even a
plastic.
pair of those I will not bring
I
in the house.
know.
I got enough. I have enough. And Jeremy, I know you know this the word. People might not know this, but I have enough
Chanclas.
chanclas in the house that you get. And after about a year of using them, you get that whiff. You're, oh, those have got to go. I got to get a new pair. Because yeah, the rubber and that foam absorbs some of the stank from the feet.
Now, if you wash them, your feet.
Dude, I'm yeah.
Oh,
You're supposed to do that?
Listen, I know a lot of people on the internet claim they don't wash their legs or feet.
That's revolutionary.
gross.
I'm enlightened now.
You guys don't remember that big debate from like a year ago where people say they don't wash their legs?
Yeah. Right. It was a celebrity.
Looks like
thing.
Scott and Jeremy don't realize that, but there was a huge thing on the internet where people are like, why would I wash my legs? All the soap comes down.
I understand the argument, right? Because if you wash top to bottom, right, the soap drips down your leg. But here's the thing.
That's like saying
it does not go down in an even pattern.
no.
Right?
That's like, you could basically utilize the same logic thing. Like, hey, you know what? I wash
clean
my
my
I don't wash my ass or clean my balls just because like, hey, it drips
The
down.
water goes down.
But
Yeah,
guess what?
Exactly.
I still have to. I thought if I don't clean that out, you got some stank going on.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, I'm sure you can, commiserate with me as a former fat guy. You got to smell good.
Yeah, you got to smell
Right?
good.
You can't be fat and
And
smell
stink.
bad.
You can't.
You can't have the double stigma.
You
right?
can't have fat guy smell. Like and trust me. Like I said, I used to be fat. I said I'm still kind of fat, but I said I used to be fatter. And I said, and it's a very distinct fat guy smell.
There is a distinct fat guy smell.
Yeah.
That you have when you're like, that's just like, I call it the monkey butt, right? So
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's the monkey butt smell, and you're like, even if I start to see even the hint of that
Go
being out in like the humidity, like,
Yeah.
I showered more when we were in DC the other week than I normally do because like it was so humid. We get back after work and I'd be like, I'm doing the second shower of the day because that humidity did not do well.
Like just go hang out like at a Comic-Con for a while and you'll know exactly what's
You'll know the fat guy smell.
You'll know the smell.
Ode to basement dweller.
All right. Well, Scott, you brought up a good point though. Like I said, is that a good segue?
I feel like that's a segue.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
So Scott, Larry, and we had a week or a couple weeks ago now. I said we all went to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
Oh, gross.
We did work trip.
Work trip.
Good times.
To do work things.
Yeah. And there was a little bit of time for non-work things, which was great. Nobody wants to hear about the work things.
Yeah.
Work things went well, though.
Work things went well. But, okay. So I'm going to talk about the first day over there. So we kind of land in the evening. So meet up with a couple of guys that we know that are also traveling in for the same work event that we're going to. And
Let's
Larry,
clarify. Yeah, Jeremy and Scott meet up with other people.
Larry is late, and we're gonna have him go through that. But I will tell you this: when you have 4 strangers to a city, right? Because last time I was there, it was 2000. It was the year 2000, actually, right? Just before like I had moved down to Arizona, right? So I remember pretty well distinctly. It was year 2000.
So you could have stopped 9/11, is what you're saying.
I very well could have, yeah.
Knew it.
High school age me, rolling in.
That sounds like a good movie.
Good movie, yeah.
High schooler stops a terrorist attack.
Right. On a school trip, nonetheless.
Wait, wasn't that the plot of one of the Spider-Man movies?
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's like Snakes on a Plane too, right?
Yeah. But so so not really familiar. I know kind of the general layout of where like the monuments are and stuff.
Yeah, the big stuff.
Kind of rough idea of where things are.
The White House is on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah. Right.
That's about as far as we got.
Right. So we're like, hey, we need to get dinner. So let's find food. And so we go to Google, as you would, not realizing if you don't know anything and there's not many chains around, which in that downtown DC area, there's not a lot of things other than a oddly large number of subways. Not sure why, though. There's a lot of those.
Hey, America likes to eat fresh.
Yeah.
There was an inordinate amount of subways there.
For real.
So we're like, let's go find the thing. And so we kept finding these places, and they all ended up being like hotel restaurants.
or super fancy places,
or or like one that we're going to
It's
go to. And we walk
DC.
in,
That's part of it.
and it's like all super
Right.
fancy. So we had the worst time finding food. We ended up going to this place that was one of the guys we were with had flown in a day earlier, and he was like, "Well, I ate at this place last night. And it's an actual restaurant. You want to go there?" We're like, "Yeah, let's just do it." The Elephant and Castle.
Elephant and Castle.
I had to roll down there because we're like, dude, we know this is an actual restaurant and it's not super high end. Literally, I think we ate there almost every night. Like, this is the only restaurant we could find. But anyways, Larry, we got to tell your story though, because I just wanted to highlight Google failed us spectacularly that first day.
But Elephant and Castle turned out to be a
But
solid.
that wasn't even on my Google search. That didn't even show up. It was from somebody else's suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, these pictures aren't even great, but like it was what, like an English bar?
Yeah,
It was
English
a-
little pub bar.
It was
Yeah,
kinda- yeah, like a little pub, but it was
they had mini pies. Like
Oh,
something.
yeah, I can't find a picture of the mini pies.
Some
There's-
bangers and mash.
Yeah,
That looks gross. I went to the Green Turtle last time I was in DC.
That sounds very similar. Animal themed.
It's a sports bar and grill.
Yeah, your new favorite destination in Washington D.C. Accurate.
True.
Yeah, so I was supposed to get there like 30 minutes before Jeremy and Scott's flight, right? Because I was coming from Phoenix, they're coming from Austin. It just worked out that the only direct flights from either of our cities got there about the same time. So I'm like, hey, perfect. I totally jinxed myself because I messaged them ahead of time and be like, hey guys, I'll meet you. I'll go get checked in at the hotel, all that stuff. You guys text me when you get here. We'll meet up. We'll go find some food. And then I got delayed. We left on time, which was a miracle nowadays, but we left on time. But apparently there was a storm, like west of Washington.
We'll say a gentle rain.
Yeah. There's a drizzle
Yeah.
that apparently caused our American Airlines pilots to be like, nah, we better go out of the way, and we can't go through this. However, Jeremy and Scott's plane and other people who we know who are traveling, same time for the same work thing, they went through it no problem. But my pilot was like,
our plane
no.
was just like, fuck it, we're flying through the storm. We're landing on time.
Yep. Nope. My guy was like, I think we better go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for a little bit. So went over to Mike's part of the country, and we landed at the Pittsburgh airport. They're like, hey guys, we don't know how long we're going to be here. That's never a good sign. But they did let us off the plane, which was great. So I got to walk around a little bit in the airport, check out the wonderful,
Terrible airport.
mediocre
Terrible
Pittsburgh airport. There was a Chick-fil-A, so I got some Chick-fil-A.
Hey, that's not the only
Should've
thing you
went to
got.
Penn's Brewery.
I know,
Where you should have
yes.
went.
I know. It didn't. So it ended up we didn't really have time. So as soon as I got off the plane, walked around, I did message Mike because I'm like, hey, guess what? I'm in Pittsburgh. And you were like, hey, go check this place out. It's like at Terminal B or whatever. Like, I didn't realize where Terminal B was right away, but it was close.
They're all really close.
Yeah, like you can
get from one side of the airport to the other in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If you were going to be there for a couple of hours, I was going to come down
Awesome,
because
yes.
Pittsburgh is one of those airports where you don't need a ticket to get into.
Oh, really? Okay.
You still
cool.
have to go through TSA, but you don't need to be flying to get into the airport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Oh.
You still have to make sure you're secure, but they don't check your boarding pass or anything.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too. Like if I had to stay overnight or something, I'm like, well, like I'll message Mike and we'll go get some food or something. Like,
Yeah.
There were definitely worse cities that I could have been stranded in overnight. But as soon as we got off the plane, like maybe 5 minutes later, I got the alert on my phone, like, hey, you need to be back in an hour. Okay, cool. So I ended up being stuck in Pittsburgh for about 2 hours. I did forget my Arizona Diamondbacks hat. There was a hat store at the airport, so I
Yeah,
did
there
purchase a Pittsburgh Pirates hat to commemorate my 2 hours or less that I spent. in
Worst
Pittsburgh.
team in the league.
Yeah.
Tickets are free to go.
You're like they pay you. They're like,
Yeah,
here's
kinda.
$5. Come on.
We'll give you $1. Please come.
Yeah,
cheer
buy
for
a
this
hot dog,
team.
maybe beer, maybe something.
What terminal were you in?
I think it was C.
Oh,
I remember
that's the
correctly.
American airline terminal. Did you see
Yeah,
the
it was-
Lego vending machine?
I did. And it was weird because like last week or the week before, right? Like I saw somebody post a picture of that like on Instagram
Yeah.
And then I walked by it. I'm like, I saw that on Instagram, like literally
Oh,
like
wow.
days before. I should have taken a picture of it, but I didn't. But yeah, there's a fairly large Lego vending machine where you can buy like a whole like Lego set. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I did that. So we ended up being delayed about 2 hours in Pittsburgh, about 4 hours total though, right? An hour to get up to Pittsburgh, an hour to get back to DC. So I showed up much later than I originally anticipated. Message Scott and Jeremy, be like, hey, where are you guys at? They're like, head back to the hotel. I'm like, okay, cool. So we met at the hotel, and Scott's like, where do you want to eat? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, well, we know of this one place.
This is the only place I know of that you can actually eat at.
Yeah, like it's called
So-
Elephant and Castle.
We went back to the same bar.
Perfect. It was good. I got some kind of burger with like a fried pickle on it, and I was starving, so it was delicious.
It was good food.
It was
I will
good
say,
food.
at least of everything, it was good food. And they had my peri sauce for the chicken.
I was
Not
a
a lot
fan.
of places
I was a
have.
fan of the mini pies. They basically had you could get a flight.
A flight of savory pies.
Nice.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
flight of
yeah.
basically mini savory pies.
What, like maybe 3 inches
Yeah.
diameter? Like it was decent size, but yeah, you got to try each of the.
I would call
different
3 inches
flavors.
little, guys.
Gert.
Took Jeremy a minute.
And
No. Oh, it's just
the average size pies.
Yeah, it's pretty average. It sounds
Pretty
like.
average.
Yeah.
That you got that like the second time we went.
Yeah.
That was the second time.
either the second or the third time. I don't know.
We went there quite a few times.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's easy, right? It goes back to the.
it was
Like,
it was like a block and a half from our hotel too, which made it
Yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Try somewhere new or go back to the same place you already know about? Clearly, we're those kind of guys who go back to the same place that we've already been the day before. Like,
You guys didn't ask the servers what another restaurant is?
no.
Why-
no,
we-
Oh, I do that.
We tend to
If
the way that
anything-
we operate, we tend to do the thing is where we find one place that we like, we're like, all right, we're just gonna go here.
Beat it into the ground.
And
for
beat it
three
into the ground.
nights that
We
were
did
there.
that
Whatever.
last time we went to California, right? We
Yeah,
found
shout
this
out
place
to
where like
Beefies.
yeah, well that wasn't Beefies. Beefies was a one and done thing. You can only do Beefies once a trip.
No, when we're going,
We're going back, but
we're
once
going
per
back.
trip.
Yes.
Once per trip. No, we found like a little Irish pub place, and we're like, oh, food's good here. We're just gonna go here and drink every night.
Oh, see, when I go for a work trip, I get a different place every night, and I get weird shit. That's just me.
It sounds fun. I mean, we did go to Harry's. Wasn't that the place that one like dive bar kind of?
Oh yeah,
Cafe
we did
thing
go to a
we
dive
went to
bar, the
with
diviest
Billy.
dive in all
Yeah.
of downtown
Oh,
DC.
here I found
so-
the wee pie flight.
Oh, good.
Here's the wee pie flight. It's pretty legit. It's pretty legit.
There you go. So you
Oh,
got
yeah.
a shepherd's
those are
pie.
nice.
Yeah, you got a little shepherd's pie. There was a chicken pot pie, steak. Was it steak and mushroom?
Steak and mushroom one,
Oh,
and then
like a cheese and lentil,
no potato and leek.
potato and leek.
The
Yeah,
and honestly, like I said the surprise winner out of all of them was potato and leek.
Now, did they have pastry on the bottom as well, or just pastry on the top?
Just pastry on the top.
That kind of sucks.
that's like most
But-
chicken pot pies, right? And then just have
It-
the-
Well,
no, yeah.
Bottoms.
I think because they were just average sized,
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't bother.
Well, I said I don't need pastry on the bottom. I literally ate like 2 bites of
And then handed me the pies.
and then
Yeah.
Scott ate the rest.
Yeah. Accurate.
Yeah.
So
Teamwork.
Scott's your my Josh, right?
Yeah,
yeah, basically
100%.
one of the places we found because we're like, listen, we need food. We hit I think the second hotel bar. We're like, let's just go in here. They have wings. We'll get wings. So I got like half a dozen wings, right? 6 wings. Was like, Jeremy, here's 2 of those for you. I'll take the other 4. That pretty much locks us down, right? So yeah,
We split a cannoli. I said
yeah.
at dinner.
yeah,
Did you guys Lady in the Trampet? Please tell me you did.
Well, not in front of everybody.
yeah, dude. That
I
comes
do it in
later.
public. That's the only
Yeah.
fun way.
No, like I said, Our Lady of the Tramp is a little, a little
little
not,
different.
not Disney, not Disney.
That was-
Not Disney.
That was the team dinner. I'm not sure if that would have been appropriate.
Yeah,
That would have been the most appropriate place to
yeah.
do.
That would have been the story everybody else would have been telling.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next day.
exactly. Now I do have to say, so the last day we're there, like
Yeah.
we did do what I'm going to call, we did the Washington, D.C. speed run is the best way I can describe it. Because we had like what?
Yeah.
We had like 4, maybe 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much that we're
a little
like,
bit of time before we had
a
to
little
hit
bit
the
of time
airport.
before we airport. We're like cleared the schedule for work, right? So we're like, all right, we got like 5 hours. And so we literally just started like going up and down the mall. We're like, Washington, my White House, right?
Yeah.
Lincoln, back over, Smithsonian's. Like, let's knock everything out that we can.
With the pit
possibly
stop,
do.
with the pit stop at McDonald's because
I'm
that's the
loving
only
it.
that was
We're
the only
loving
food
it,
we
yeah.
could find over there.
Yeah.
It was still breakfast.
You guys
We
didn't
got
eat in
breakfast.
you guys didn't eat in the things? You didn't go to
Like
like
at
the
the
museum and have
Smithsonian?
food in the museum?
I don't
We
think
did
we
not.
even really thought about
You know
that
what?
till
No,
we got there.
because by the time we were looking for it and we were still looking for like breakfasty type of stuff, right? We wanted the breakfast.
Mm.
We hadn't eaten it. You know, we basically were like 8 a.m. We're like, let's go meet up at the lobby.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go do our speed tour. And by like it was like 10:30ish, we're like, or no, it was like 10 because it was still too early for breakfast. We finally got to McDonald's.
Yeah.
We're like, we're just gonna sit here and veg out. Let's get my, McMuffin and let's go.
I mean, Mike does have a good point though. They did have food at the
They
Smithsonian.
did have food at
Probably
Spud.
could have ate there.
I didn't.
We
I've
didn't
been
even
there.
actually-
I know they
yeah.
have food there.
We
I
didn't
actually
even
didn't
think
know
it.
about that until after we had eaten
It
breakfast.
makes sense.
Yeah.
They
And
have
then going-
astronaut ice cream
They
I
don't.
love
No,
astronaut
they
ice
do
cream.
not. Because
in the
that
gift
is
shop.
a-
They do.
That is an air and space, and that is closed right now.
Oh. Yeah, there's like
Please,
multiple
also had-
Smithsonians. I didn't know that either till last week.
They're connected with tunnels.
They
I
are, yeah.
Still didn't know that. That's cool.
Hey,
Last time I was in DC.
hey,
go ahead, Jim.
we
I know
didn't
that because I
We
watched
do that.
Battle of the
I've
Smithsonian.
seen National Treasure. I'm like,
Oh.
I've seen the underground tunnels.
Yeah, the
The,
tunnels do exist. Yeah, but so
Last
Yeah,
time
we-
I was in DC, they were filming Night at the Museum 2, and I walked through the set.
Nice.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
We and that's one of the museums we actually did get to go to, the Natural
Yeah.
History Museum.
natural history and
Yeah.
American history.
It's
yeah.
awesome, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
it was
we
it was
need,
it was legit.
Yeah. There's
we need a right. We went. Which was the first? Where was the first?
Natural
Smithsonian
history.
we went
Nat-
to?
natural
history.
history, the dinosaurs and all the
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Special.
Oh, you got to bring a special shout out to
special
Doug.
shout out.
Special shout out.
That
So
looks so sad.
we
Yes,
saw this
that's what
thing
we
and we're
said.
like, we saw this thing. We're like, that is the saddest stuffed lion I've ever seen. Like this,
Yeah.
he just looks so sad. And I
Look
was
at
like,
those eyes.
and I was, look at those
Yeah.
eyes. And I said, we need to give it a suitable sad name.
No, because case in point, every other stuffed animal there had a name.
That
like-
is true.
Like
Yeah.
every other stuffed animal, I said that was there. Like like oh hey, this is George the monkey, or like hey,
Yeah.
this is this. Like, this poor guy, he didn't have a
Had-
name. That's why
he
he's
had
so
no name.
sad.
It was
Queen's
Teddy.
Linus.
It was Teddy Roosevelt's lion, right?
Yeah,
So
from
That's why it's so sad.
yeah, from
and so
well
basically-
over 100 years ago. Like he's
Yeah.
been stuffed a very long
long
time.
time. So he's very sad, and so we, as a collective, decided on the name Doug. This is gonna be Doug.
His name
Doug.
is Doug.
Right.
Doug,
Lion.
the sad lion.
Doug Smithsonian.
I
Doug
did-
Smithsonian, the sad lion.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to the
Doug.
@Doug on Instagram because I tagged him and he hasn't removed the tag. So thank you, Doug.
Nice.
I am
Shout out
better.
to Doug.
Even Doug, yeah. Looks like a sad Ron Perlman. It's like,
But yeah, like I said, it was like I said, for an animal being dead, like I said, it was a very sad dead.
it's very, it was very well emoted, right?
Yeah.
Like you're like, I know, I feel that lion's pain.
Yeah, well, compared to like the other lion that was literally in the next
like,
room
"Rawr."
over, it was like it was like ferocious
action
and like
pose,
in
yeah.
action pose.
Posing, about to
Yeah.
eat like a zebra, and
Yeah.
then Doug is just in a glass case.
Poor
You know,
Doug.
like just sitting there sad.
Doug.
The thing I regret though was that we didn't have more time to spend
time.
at each museum, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because we
How much
basically
time
were like
did you spend at each one?
Dude, it
maybe
was
an
like-
hour at each
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
we did.
That's
because
not
we
enough
run.
time.
We didn't have the luxury. We had, like I said, 5 hours to get as much sightseeing in DC as we
And
possibly
5 hours
could.
was even pushing it. Like
that was
yeah.
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 So
you,
it was a-
you need like 3-4 hours a museum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 I mean, we spent
Agreed.
we we saw everything we could, but we walked through it fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like, right.
I
Did you
would
go to
say-
like the pond and everything?
The reflecting pool. Yeah.
The reflecting pool?
Yeah.
You have
we
to
walked
walk by the
there.
reflecting pool if you go from our hotel was right next to the White House.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, all right, we did the White House and went to Washington because that's dead south, and then went over. So you have to walk by that. I didn't realize that the reflecting pool was dirty as shit.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that.
super shallow. It's only like
shallow.
2 inches deep.
But it's like
Well, didn't you ever see
green
Rick and
as a-
Morty, or what's that, Forrest Gump? Didn't he get in the reflecting pool of Forrest Gump?
Yeah, he did.
I don't
he does.
remember.
Yeah, him and Jenny go jump in there, and then I look at it, I was like, there's no goddamn way I'd be jumping in that fucking water.
Yeah, it's gross.
It was so gross.
Well, when you're Tom Hanks and you want to win an Oscar, you do what you got to do.
Or
Hey,
they
when you-
don't actually do it in the real reflecting pool, which I
Or
don't
when
I'm
you,
sure
think
they
they
didn't do it
when
in
you
the real
see
one.
when you see
Yeah.
hippie Jenny, like I said,
Yeah.
you
gotta run.
You make sacrifices.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Falcon and Winter Soldier? Not Falcon and Winter Soldier. Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That scene with On Your Left.
On your left.
Yeah, it's
That
running
was,
around the
that
reflecting
was
pool.
that,
Yeah.
that too, which is cool. And then that's when, like, when we walked by the Washington Monument, is when one of these guys reminded me too that was one of the Spider-Man scenes when they're on that field trip and stuff. So we did the
Marvel
all
tour.
these we did the Marvel tour and all the history learned through movies. It's like, oh, I know this from this movie. I know this from this movie, right? We talked a lot about National Treasure.
Yeah.
I still want to rewatch that, but
Gotta rewatch that. Gotta
cool.
watch White House Down for the North Lawn and South
Yep.
Lawn
Yeah,
discussion, right?
You gotta
I'll be
watch
there.
National Treasure before the series comes out.
I
Yep.
know. I kind of want to watch that. Like, if it's free and it's like on Disney Plus or something, I'm totally gonna watch it.
No,
Why not?
like it was. I said it was. It
It's
was,
got
it was,
Disney
it
Plus
was a good
written
speed
all
tour.
over it.
It was a good speed tour.
It was a
It
good
was,
speed
yeah.
tour, but I think we ended up walking what was it, Jeremy? Like 'cause I know
18
you had-
miles.
Jesus.
18 miles. I said we walked. Like I
for
said,
the day.
It's a busy
Just
morning.
back and forth, walking around the. All right, the one thing I have to comment on, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Of course this is there." I had no idea this thing still existed, but like the flag that the national anthem is written about,
Oh,
the
yeah.
actual Star
is-
Spangled
the
Banner.
actual Star Spangled Banner is in the Smithsonian. I had no idea, and that thing is fucking huge.
Yeah.
It is like 32 feet, and I think it was what by like 40 something feet.
Yeah.
When
It's
it was
huge.
full, and it's like shredded down now, right? But at its heyday, it's the size of like houses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
You
bigger
tell me
than
that flag is still there?
Yeah,
The flag is still there.
still there.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, it was huge. I had no idea. Like, I knew that obviously it's written about a flag. I did not realize somebody had the forethought to be like, "Hey, this dude wrote a song about this."
It's a banner, not a flag.
Yeah,
Banners are bigger than flags, right?
Sure.
But,
sure.
Oh,
I don't know the definition between.
It was a big flag.
It was a big ass flag.
It
Well,
was
I guess
bigger than
He
the
said
house.
Star Spangled Banner. It was bigger than the house it was made in.
Yeah.
Like,
And they also
somehow-
had the duffel bag that you want. Hey, I'm not gonna
Oh,
fold
yeah.
this shit. I'm just gonna shove it in this duffel bag.
right.
Which was surprisingly small for holding such
Yeah.
a giant flag. It was just
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
normal sized duffel bag.
You've seen sleeping bags, right? They fit into
Yeah,
things way
sure.
smaller.
But this flag is massive.
It's the size of a fucking
and
house.
And I know like people who know how to fold things can fold things up really good, right? They don't just like people like real adults like fold their t-shirts and stuff when they go traveling in their suitcase. They don't just cram it in there. But,
Larry,
like, you know,
Larry is that guy. I've said
I
I've
do.
stayed in enough hotels with Larry.
Yeah,
Larry
sure.
is that. Larry is the
I
t-shirt
do
folder.
the
It is
fold.
true. I do fold.
I do the
try.
fold clean and wad the dirty. That way I can
Yeah.
tell them apart easily, right? Like
Larry is
fold
also
it-
the
you don't-
ironer of graphic
That is-
t-shirts too.
That is
you,
true.
You break out the iron in a hotel, Larry.
I do.
Yes, he
yeah,
does. I've stayed with Larry enough
absolutely.
times. I'm like every time.
Unless it's a
the
dress
iron.
shirt, it ain't
Yeah.
getting iron.
Nope, every time. Unless I like if maybe I'm not super wrinkled, I won't. But yeah, almost like 9 times out of 10, I'm ironing my t-shirts too.
I always
But
bring that
anyway.
folding board with me
Yeah, this one
when I
was really.
travel.
This one, like in the DC hotel, it was all like you know what you're gonna get, man. This one, the legs are all wonky, and I was having a really hard time ironing because it was like wacky shaft.
No, I bring the
I made it work.
folding board, the thing that's like 6 panels,
Oh, that thing, yeah.
and then
like
it folds your
the,
shirts.
Yeah, that you have like at Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, I bring that with me.
Yeah, that's smart. Because then you fold better, right? But anyway, like there's people who like I can fold my shirts, but I don't do it professionally. But like I get it. Somebody could fold that flag up small, but the bag was surprisingly average size for this massive flag.
It was very.
Would you say
bag.
like was that the favorite thing you guys saw? Like I think this was probably my favorite thing that we saw.
I think
like,
it was the thing
pretty
because
cool.
I didn't know it was there or was like
it was my favorite thing at that museum. The other, it's awesome seeing a fucking T-Rex skeleton. I'm like, you can't beat seeing a T-Rex
That
skeleton.
whole dinosaur thing was cool.
the Hall of Fossils at the natural history was the best.
Yeah. Hope Diamond was
the
also
Hope Diamond
there.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, right?
Also, just walking into a spot where we're like, hey, they're on the second floor. We're like, yo, there's this bug exhibit. So we're like, let's go do the bug thing. And we walk in, it's like, it's bugs and mummies. And it's like the Egyptian mummies and shit. You're like, and like, oh, these are replicas. And they have the big sign like, no, this is a legit, like, this is a real mummy. Like, oh, that's cool. A dead guy. Cool. That is awesome. So I actually like the Egypt part of it too.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was just weirdly placed, considering there was like a history of us about like
next to
our
like the history of humans
going
with all the skulls.
Yeah, so it was like
that was cool too.
You could have maybe threw the Egypt in there. That's kind of goes along with history, but like it was just weirdly placed. But I enjoyed it.
It's cool.
And Doug,
I did like that big wall of
Doug was awesome too, though.
Yeah, I did like that big wall of skulls, the different evolution of human skulls. Like it was, I don't know, probably like 50 skulls on the wall. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it bonkers that there used to be more mummies, but the British people ate them?
Ew.
It's bonkers, right?
Really?
Like British people ate
delicious.
mummies. That's why there's not that many of them.
Yeah, they used to brew them in tea, didn't they? Like too, like
That's
make like
That's very British.
Did British? It's probably why the Queen died.
Yeah,
they wanted more.
She ran out of mummies.
She ran out of mummies, so she started aging. Like
yeah. Yes, since the 12th century, Europeans have been eating Egyptian mummies as medicine.
Yeah.
Okay. And Queen Elizabeth was almost alive in the 12th century, so
she might have been
entirely possible.
Oh, the Brits!
Shout out to the Queen and King Charles. Finally got his after all those years, he gets to be king.
Now he's a billionaire,
and now he's probably going to pass away too.
Hey, he's pretty old, isn't he?
He's like 70 plus. Yeah, he's
and he looks like he is knocking on death's door.
Yeah. I mean, I just
so
feel like
did the Queen for the longest time, didn't she?
She's been looking like that for as long as I can remember.
She ate enough mummies to be preserved herself.
Yeah.
She's just that frail old lady, right? She's like a great
frail
grandma.
Old lady. She was just fueled by hatred, right?
And
That's an old lady that's fueled by hate, and she's like, I am going to outlive all of you. My hate will keep me strong.
All right. So do you think? I don't know. I'm not gonna be. I can't even say it.
They murdered the corgis, right? Is that what you were going to ask?
No.
There was a big
Charles is going in with the crown jewels and doing like the tuck dance, and he has like the
he's doing the
crown on.
Obviously.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Finally.
Yeah.
He's been planning this for years.
Look at my scepter.
Yeah, so for anybody who is sad, I did read an article the other day that apparently it went to one of the corgis that were left because she stopped buying them, right?
Yeah.
The corgis that were left did go to one of the other family members who took ownership of all the remaining royal corgis.
Cool.
Because there was talk of them legit putting them all down, right?
Yeah, there wasn't. I think somebody was one of the royal families we can't do that.
Yeah, we can't.
If you just put them up for like adoption, someone in England would want the Queen's corgi, like that
for sure.
Yeah, like.
But then again, that corgi's seen some shit. That can't leave the family.
That's
just
true.
in case somebody figures out how to talk to dogs. They're like, if that technology shows up, that dog is gonna fucking squeal about what that queen was doing. So we gotta do something about it.
Oh my. From Crocs to Corgis, that's what you get on the STS.
Yeah.
That's the quality of the podcast that you get here.
So we're just talking about the dumb shit that we do. Jesus.
You never know what you're gonna get. Like, right, the STS Guys Podcast, it's like a box of chocolates.
never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get the good ones, and sometimes you get the chocolate with the fruit in it. It tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you wanna-
Like,
Coconut.
no, why did I get the one with the orange meringue in it?
Oh yeah.
Like, that's
That
gross.
is the worst
Gross.
one.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
Which
gross.
is not quite a gummy worm, but it's got like a similar texture. Like, this is gross.
It's incredibly gross.
What if I wanted a chocolate covered gummy worm, I'd at least go get a sour one.
I got Culver's the other day.
Oh, nice.
I was in a place. I was in Chicago, and there was a Culver's there, and it was the first time I've ever.
Did you get
had
some
it.
cheese curds?
No, I got some concrete.
You got
Okay.
yeah.
Also good.
So basically, a blizzard.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
with custard
Yeah.
instead
It's
of
good.
ice cream. Instead of
Soft serve.
milk treat or whatever they call it. They don't call it ice cream at Dairy Queen.
Oh right.
It's dairy dessert or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's
Because
Jeremy's-
it doesn't because apparently there is a legal definition of ice cream.
there is
They kind of go through. It's kind of the same thing about like the whole recent
Pringles?
thing where what Pringles can't be called chips,
yeah
right? Because they're made of
paste.
mushed up.
Yeah,
Well, and they're mushed up, right? And they're formed into the chip shape. It's not a slice of potato.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's why they're called like potato snacks.
crisps. Or,
Or crisp. And then you got the whole Subway in Ireland
Cake.
recently.
We talk about the Subway cake all the time.
because it's cake. Because dude, how fucking funny is that? This place that has for as long as we can remember been like, we're the healthy alternative, and then another
It's
country's
pretty
like,
great.
yeah, basically the sugar content in your bread is cake.
Not so healthy now, is
Subway
it,
apparently
Jared?
has new 1 carb bread. Like their breads
Really?
have 1 carb per 6 inches.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for it.
Oh,
waiting for it.
Well done. Jeremy brings up a good point about Culver's, though. To go back real quick, the cheese curds. I
The
think,
best.
like, I had been to Culver's like once or twice before. One day at work, we went there for lunch, and Jeremy and Scott were like, "Dude, you got to get the cheese curds, and they're great." And there is a Culver's. The closest restaurant to my house here is Culver's, so we go there quite often. And the cheese curds are on point.
Cheese curds.
I was always going at like 9:30 at night after we had already eaten. So
You can always make room for cheese curds.
I literally can't.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up. You could make some room for cheese
I mean,
curds.
like 1 or 2, maybe.
I
But then
would
what's the
rather. I
point?
would have rather had ice cream.
Yeah, fine. No, that's fair.
custard.
But
If
you
had to
did
make a
try one of
choice,
their famous butter burgers.
No,
They're pretty good too.
I got a custard.
Next
I,
time.
it,
Next
it was
time.
legit.
Get a
Next
cheese
time
curd.
you're in the Windy City.
Yeah, get a cheese curd next time.
Yeah, cheese curd.
Maybe I will.
That's
And
your
then
homework.
And then you got to go just try to see if you can find their competitor in the Freddy's frozen custard store, which also sells
Or an
burgers.
Andy's.
Andy's.
Yeah,
Custard.
Andy's
Yeah.
is good.
There's a surprisingly large number of custard places.
There
Now that I
is.
think about
Pops.
I don't know what that is.
I just know
Custard
because the
place.
Doughboys reviewed it.
Oh, okay.
And they said it was a custard place.
Yeah.
There is a. You guys know Tostino's pizza rolls?
Of
Yeah.
course.
White
Yeah,
Castle
whoa.
now makes White Castle burger rolls,
Shut
What?
up.
it. Here's the thing.
and there are
Are they
none around
frozen?
me, and I'm bummed. They are frozen.
they're-
Oh,
they're
like-
frozen. See, I
You
can't
can buy them in the store.
Yeah, I can't do the frozen
Oh.
White Castle. So if it's anything like
Burger
those,
bites?
the
Yeah, the burger
Oh,
bites. Look them up.
they
Yeah, share your
are.
screen, baby. Let's see them.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on.
They got cheeseburger and
share
hamburger.
Screen deliciousness.
Oh, shit.
Yep, they are literally like they are like a
Yeah.
Tostitos
they're
pizza roll.
I want these so bad.
I want them so bad. Go to the official website and type in your zip code and see if you can get them.
Is it whitecastle.com?
Are those White Castle Pumas?
Yes.
yes.
Not as cool as
At Foot
That's
Locker, so I think they're
that
legit.
is a million times better than the Crocs.
Nah.
I
don't
would
think
rock
so.
some White Castle Pumas.
Oh, I want these so bad.
You gotta hit grocery.
Easy.
Hey,
I did.
Jeremy.
I did. It's slow.
Couple, not too far. You're not that far away from being able to get some.
Mine's not even working.
No, you're there.
Because aren't you going to Vegas soon?
You got to go rings
Yeah.
and bites.
Because you got
There
you
you
got your
go.
Vegas trip, right?
Yeah.
And you got to get the
Oh yeah.
cheeseburger castle bites.
Alaska?
Dollar General.
You picked Alaska.
Oh, Alaska. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't live in Alaska. Albertsons, Dollar
What?
General, Fry's.
7-Eleven?
No, you got to look. Those all say sliders.
Oh, sliders.
They're not
breakfast.
everywhere yet.
Oh,
What
come
about
on.
Texas?
Come on. What about Tejas? Come on.
Yeah, didn't nowhere.
Sliders?
Nah,
It's
not
all
yet.
sliders. It's all
No.
sliders. They're not.
Pick,
they're
pick
not here yet.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania sliders.
No.
And breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah, at ShopRite. Shout out to ShopRite.
Can you just buy? Can you buy these online? Like,
No.
Yeah, I don't think
They might
Not
not
even in
be every.
California. Illinois has to have them, right? Because nope. Yeah, maybe they're not like out yet.
I've seen people on TikTok have them.
Oh, stupid TikTok
Don't they
people.
look amazing though?
I want them.
I want to try
Everybody
it, yeah.
says they taste like White Castle burgers, but they're in a bite form, so there's like less carbs.
I want this.
We'll find them.
I want these so bad now.
Like,
I didn't just ruin your guys' day, did I?
You ruined my day because now
No.
basically it's gonna
You
be my
brought up
mission.
something that's impossible to get.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be my. It's the real. It's basically so the STS guys go to White Castle. It's like it's now
Sure.
it's gonna take us forever to find these.
I check the grocery store I go to 4 grocery stores every Saturday and I check every single one of them and they haven't had them yet.
I haven't found a state yet that does show that they have it, so I don't know.
Try what is it? Just
Galactic Brad's gonna look.
like
Thank
Tennessee or Kentucky. I think tend to have.
I'm on Ohio, Montana. No, like
Yeah, but
I
dude,
even
of
checked South
course mine.
Dakota for some
I was gonna
reason.
say, first off, you got. I was thinking that probably places that might have White Castles nearby. That's what I'm thinking, like
Yeah.
Kentucky, Tennessee.
So far, nothing.
So the guy on TikTok said he got his in Indiana.
Indiana, okay. Indiana doesn't say that they have them either,
we're
so
probably-
this might
you're
not be up to
probably-
date.
I was gonna say they probably haven't updated their list of what's
Yeah.
available in grocery stores yet.
But
They
to
said they
Mike's
got him
point-
at Kroger in
Okay.
So Larry, you gotta start
Fries.
checking the fries.
Yep. For a
God, I want these so bad now.
is so it looks like Galactic Brat is in Michigan. We're gonna check Michigan real quick. Find a store. Yeah, it sounds good. Like I haven't even been to White Castle since I've been back. I need to go to
Well,
White
Larry,
Castle.
in November,
Not in Michigan yet either.
I in November I'm coming
Oh,
back
yeah.
to Arizona, so we're gonna.
Here we go. We have to go to White
We'll do
Castle.
a trip.
All right,
Yeah.
and then you'll have to do it again because I'm coming at the end of November.
I will absolutely go again because why not? At least it won't be as busy when Scott and I went the first time when they first opened. We had to
So
wait in line
Jeremy,
outside.
though, so in searching for them, there is a place called Golden Castle here in Austin. It is a food truck that has sliders.
Oh,
It is basically they are knockoff.
They're a rip-off.
They are rip off.
Steamed
Castle.
hams by Golden Castle. Is it
It's from
Golden
The
Tiger?
Simpsons, isn't it?
Oh no, yeah. I don't know what this is, but their logo is awesome. I was searching for Golden Castle, but Golden Tiger came up, and check out that amazing logo.
Or
That's a
steamed
pretty awesome
hams.
logo.
Yeah,
Yeah, Golden Castle
burgers
says
and
steamed
fries.
hams too. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, and yes, steamed hams is from The Simpsons. So I'm on board just from that, right?
They got their little.
They
Yeah,
Those look
well-
so good.
Yeah.
look at
So
this.
we'll have to go try.
Are
this
those
out.
corn dog bites or
This-
those pretzels?
It looks like jalapeno poppers.
Oh, they could be
To me?
J poppers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's some
Yeah, there's
J-pops.
jalapenos on here. Just a guess. Mozzarella sticks, maybe they've got.
No, those are
hashtag
pretty
mozzarella
small
sticks.
for Mott stick. Oh, they could be.
I mean, they like cheese curds, like slightly bigger than a cheese curd.
Well, cheese curds
looks-
cheddar.
I know, but I'm just saying they could do it, right? If you can put cheese.
I
in a
mean, the
curd.
technology's there, right?
Yeah, look at that steamed ham sign.
Yeah, we'll have to go check this out.
They're
Hey.
closed Christmas Day 37 weeks ago.
Hey, they're. I know exactly where they're at now. Like I said, because I said they're in the old Hofbrau house, like I said, off of 6th Street. So when we do
That
it,
sounds close to work.
when we
When was their last picture?
1 week ago.
Okay,
chicken finger subs.
you're good. Oh man, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
they're still open. It looks thick. I mean, even the hot dogs look pretty good. So, and those cheese fries.
Well, everybody knows hot dogs are better than hamburgers.
It's true. It's fact.
Well, no arguments with that. That's good.
I say is
No, I'd rather have a hamburger.
I would rather have a hamburger, but
I mean, a good hot
is
dog
a
every
go-to.
once in a while.
Yeah, you can't compare the two. That's the problem.
But
You can though, because hot dogs are better.
No, they're not.
Oh,
They're
all right.
vastly different.
Just like waffles are better than pancakes.
That is accurate. Yeah.
No.
No.
But do you do hot dog, Mike? Do you do hot dogs with like onions and jalapenos?
Oh yeah, I
and all
put
this
shit
stuff?
on them. Yeah, I got a hot dog the other day. Actually, yesterday, I had chili, jalapenos, and bacon on them.
No, like
See,
hot dogs aren't bad. I said that I said hot dogs are good, but they're no way better than a hamburger.
I would 100% rather have a
Okay,
hot dog. Than a
so
hamburger.
here's the thing. You just have to try basically
the gung ho,
the gung ho burger,
the gung ho,
the gung ho burger. The buns are grilled cheese
Yeah,
sandwiches.
The galactic vibing, right? Yeah.
I can't do that anymore, Jeremy.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing:
No.
is
What we can
we'll
do
split it up.
We'll split
You
it
get
up.
one,
We'll
you
split
split
it
Put
up.
it 4 ways.
It's the grilled cheese sandwich with bacon in between the with the cheese in the grilled
That's
cheese.
not really hamburger then. It's
And
a patty
then-
melt.
No,
No,
because those are the buns.
those are the buns.
The sandwiches are the buns, and the burger sits
Patty melt,
between
though.
those. So it's basically as if your hamburger had 2 patty melts on either side of it.
Oh, it's
I would say any day of the week if I'm at a restaurant and there's a hamburger and there's a hot dog, I'm getting that hot dog.
Interesting.
Now,
Every
if I go
time.
if you're talking like Costco hot dogs, chef's kiss.
Yeah,
right?
Costco
Like,
hot dogs.
love it.
That's where
But-
it's at.
Anywhere.
So, going back to the DC thing, at the DC airport, I ate at Ben's Chili Bowl, which had hot dogs. That was like mostly what they're known for, and hamburgers. And I did choose to get a hamburger. But their hot dogs look good too. But it was like chili dogs. Like I didn't feel like
Well,
like
it wasn't
just getting a
outside
chili
of
dog.
Tasty Freeze, so you couldn't do it, right?
Yeah,
I didn't, no,
apparently.
but I didn't want to do chili dogs and then get on the plane for 4 hours.
That's a bad idea. You don't know they're chili.
You don't want the
at the
chili
airport.
shits. Like,
Jeremy
on
and
a
I
plane.
got
There's
the
no
crappy
reason you
terminal.
can't shit on an airplane.
No.
It's
what'd
more
you
of
guys
a. There's no reason not to, but like,
Right.
I don't want anybody to have to deal with
Good God, no.
that. Like
That's
the
everybody
worst.
else's problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will have to say though, I was kind of sad about the DC airport because they relegate Jeremy and I. Unfortunately, to get a direct flight, we had to go Southwest, and that airport relegates Southwest to
the
this
shittiest
the
terminal.
shitty old terminal where there's not a restaurant. There's
Really?
one that was like unnamed,
Just
I
like
couldn't-
restaurant.
yeah, restaurant, and we got a
Food.
burger or whatever. And then all the food was like there's a Dunkin' and a couple other like fast
Of course.
foody type of things, but you had to go wait in line, get your food from there, and then go to this kiosk at the end of this hallway to go pay for it. It was
They had the honor system.
so it was so
Yeah,
janky.
yeah.
It was
No.
everything. Yeah, it was. And then they decided it's a big circular terminal, right?
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to put enough seats for a third of the people that could actually fit on the plane, but not give any other standing room anywhere else. So we're like, where the fuck do we go? I was like, it's crowded as shit in here, and there is
Yeah.
nowhere to go. We're just standing in the middle, like in the way.
All right, so speaking of that, then, right? I was right on check-in too. Right on check-in. I got the shitty C boarding group.
You got a C boarding group?
yeah.
Within a minute.
Within
of-
I checked in. I said literally.
Oh yeah.
I said directly on time. But then here's what the crazy thing is, right? Though, like I said, we're everyone in late B. I said early. I said, and everyone in C, we're gonna have to check your bag. Fuck that. No, I made that shit fit. Like so,
Oh,
like
God.
they had they had this bin that was there. I'm like, yeah, let me just. I literally like shoved it. I wedged it in there.
Started hammering it.
and started hammering in there as much as I could. And guess what? It fit. No checking their bag for this guy.
No adding that extra time on. So-
Nope.
Well, that's amazing. My terminal, which was right for American, that I had, you guys don't even know. Like we Ubered together. I got off at the crappy terminal one Terminal 2 is like a mile. Like inside, but I walked forever to get to my stupid terminal.
So it
I
was
couldn't
actually
check in.
significantly
It
farther
was
away than we
significantly far. It was fine, but after walking like the 10 plus miles
thought. Dude, I don't wanna
earlier
do
in the
this.
morning, I'm like, my God, how much further is this? But anyway, we had multiple food, including Five Guys. I looked it up. There's a Chick-fil-A. We even had a Spanx store if you wanted to pick up some Spanx.
Hey,
Yeah,
when you're
none-
in the
none of
airport,
that.
Everything.
None of that. And then I went
Sometimes
to
you rip
Dunkin'.
a stitch.
I went to
Yeah.
Dunkin' because I was like, I need some coffee before this flight, right?
We
Gonna go
had
to
a Dunkin'
Dunkin'.
too.
Try to go to the Dunkin'. No, they were out of fucking everything. I got a chai tea
Ah.
because that was the only thing they had. He's like,
Gross.
I can make you either like just a pot of black coffee from like the pot or a chai tea. I was like, I know ice latte. Like it's 5 o'clock at night. I want like iced. I don't need hot coffee.
No, sir.
No, sir. We don't have
East
that.
Coast.
I was like, good job, Duncan.
Get what you get. Black
Basically,
coffee.
that's how the East Coast
Yeah,
works.
we're out of
Yeah.
sugar and creamer. Black.
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
And you're gonna like it, you son of a bitch. Anyway, all right, Larry, do your thing.
Take it. All right, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
All
You
right.
have to say. Oh, me. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
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 that's
you-
what I said, Larry.
Yeah, Larry,
do your
come on.
thing.
Do your,
Oh, we're
I
done.
thought- Yeah,
I'm
okay,
waiting
never
for
mind.
you, motherfucker.
Whoa! I was like, why isn't Jeremy saying like for episode whatever? Like, yeah, okay. Duh. Ooh. All right. So if you
Take a week
wanna...
off, and here's what happens.
I know. My God. Wow. Welcome to the podcast. If you like us, you should probably follow us on social media. We're at STS Guys on Instagram. We're at STS Guys on Twitter. And guess what? We're also on Facebook at the STS Guys. And I'm Larry from the STS Guys.
Chilling like a villain.
Show him like a villain.
Ding 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 diggy ding ding. Ding 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 diggy ding ding.
And if you don't like Dunkin' Donuts, because they're
Kill
from
yourself.
boring black
I mean,
coffee, go to lastastronaucoffeecompany.com. Get yourself some Last Astronaut coffee, some Brad merch, some delicious coffee, way better than Black Dunkin'.
100%.
Whoa,
No.
you can't say
Black
that.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But sorry. Black coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. Last Astronaut
Hashtag
Coffee
cancel
Company.
Larry. Jesus.
Hashtag it's the best.
That was the wrong one.
Although that did fit, actually.
New bingo square. Larry says something unintentionally racist. If you like podcasts, we have some friends who have podcasts.
I don't have friends. I got family.
That's right. Check out our podcast family, like Talking Pops. Shout out for episode 300 to you guys.
We're
You
done.
haven't been on
Fucking
since
finally.
I know, but we
We're
didn't
done.
give you we didn't officially give you a shout out while you're on. So shout out to Talking Pops. Congrats on 300 and for being done.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Pop Collectors Alliance, Secondary Heroes, the Average Nerd Podcast, Nerdy Curious, Movie Retakes, the Toy Rewind Podcast. Shout out to those guys because they made episode 100. That we didn't get to attend to live because we were at Elephant and Castle. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
3 beers and a mic. Cookie, just a little podcast. And guess what? Raw Boys. There's like 5 or 6 episodes out there.
There's
Go
8.
check it out. 8? Oh, there's
Whoa.
like 8 episodes
Way
now.
more
They
than
just
Larry
keep
thought.
They just keep
Come on,
pounding
man.
out that content. So check
Every
out Mike
week.
and
They're
Josh.
pounding out
Spilling in
like,
that tent, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said like pounding out that like a pork tenderloin.
Yes,
Oh,
check out Raw Boys wherever you listen to podcasts. All right, now it's
Now
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I
Now-
remember.
now do
You go ahead.
All right. So for
Low bar.
episode 225 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy,
Hey, it's Larry.
I'm Mike.
I'm Scott.
and we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.